Hey, we're gonna go over Sonic characters that deserve their own spin-off game. So the way we're gonna do this is, we're gonna take a look at this article and see what they say are the 10 characters who deserve a spin-off game. And we're gonna explain how we feel about that. Sonic the Hedgehog is one of the most popular franchises in all of gaming, thanks to its fast-paced gameplay, creative level design, and of course, its excellent cast of characters. With their fun designs, personalities, and abilities, Sonic's supporting cast are some of the most beloved characters around. Despite this, they rarely venture beyond Sonic's shadow. While Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, and Team Chaotix have all gotten spin-off games over the years, there are many characters who have yet to appear outside a Sonic headlined game. With character spin-offs being very successful for franchises like Mario, fans are sure to appreciate some of their favorite characters getting some time in the spotlight. That I do agree with. Even Flickies have gotten their own game, which that game was bomb. If you guys have never played Flicky, you should definitely play Flicky, regardless of how sus the name sounds. Very good intro. So I agree with most of it. As far as the spin-off games go, the reason I think that many characters haven't gotten spin-off games is because it really has to be done right. It has to be done with care. It has to be true to the character, and it has to be an interesting game. I remember playing like Tails, Sky Patrol, and Tails Adventure, and I didn't really like those games a whole lot. Anyway, let's go ahead and see who they think are the 10 characters that deserve the spin-off. All right, starting us off is Chaos at number 10. A popular villain whose long life leaves plenty of room for adventures. I don't know how I feel about this, honestly. I love Chaos as the villain of adventure. I would love to see Chaos also be an assisting, main character, possibly at one of their adventures, but I don't know about it having its own game. If they were to do a game based on Chaos, technically that would be a game sort of based on Knuckles. Because they could do something relating to the Echidna tribe. We all know what happened to the ancient Echidnas, the Knuckles tribe. They could show more detail into that. They could always do a short animated series. Maybe something similar to Shadow the Hedgehog Dark Beginnings, which is going to be a 3-part mini-series, mini-animation that is assumably the prequel to Sonic X Shadow Generations, the Shadow side of the story. Something like that would be pretty cool. A game? Nah, I don't think so. Number 9 is our girl Cream the Rabbit. Okay, I love Cream. She's adorable. I could see them doing a cute little game. I don't know what a full game about Cream would be. I don't know, her little adventures semi alongside Sonic. The explanation of her is very good, an adorable character fans want more of. Now, I don't think this is something that could be like the forefront, and I don't think that it would be the best-selling Sonic game, but it would be really fun. Fans would still really enjoy it. All right, our next one is Big the Cat. No, that's all I'm going to say. Also, I'm pretty sure there's like a fan-made Big the Cat game that's like an entire open world game. I'm gonna have to play that when I eventually go through all the fan games. Looks like a very well put together game, but I'm not a big fan. Okay. Next is Sage. Yes. Okay, a cool new character who represents a different take on the villains. Sage actually brought humanity to Eggman. There are very rare moments that you can find Eggman relatable. You can see Eggman's sensitive side. Sage is a really cool character, really cool powers. That would be a really fun game. I don't know if it would be a game about Sage being the protagonist or if Sage is the enemy. I think at this point, Sage wouldn't be a true enemy, but she wants to make her dad, Eggman, happy. So she would probably do anything to make Sonic's day a little worse if it made her dad a little happy. So yeah, very good choice. All right, moving on to number 6. All right, so Tangle the Lemur. I see so much fan art of this character. I don't even know them well enough, but knowing the depth of IDW, how action-based it is, how story-driven it is, obviously being a comic, I could see it being a cool spin-off game. I don't even know who this character is really, and I would rather see a game about them than Big the Cat. Blaze the Cat is number 5, and that's a big yes. I've always thought Blaze was a really cool character, and she's very underused. But they are like kind of like putting her in there. I referenced Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog earlier. She was in that as a main-ish character. I guess everyone was the main character in a sense, other than Sonic, ironically enough. But yes, I would love to see this. I don't know, kind of a similar parallel adventure to Sonic's. Who knows? I feel like there's a lot of possibilities with Blaze, so that's a really good choice. Not only because I'm a fan of Blaze, but also just because there's so much you could do with that. She's a princess. She could be our princess. Mario got a princess game. Let's get a Princess Blaze game. All right, number 4, Dr. Eggman. I mean, I could see that. Honestly, I feel like a new age Eggman game would be really fun. Maybe Dr. Eggman and Sage together in a game where maybe you switch off who you play as, or you see like the actual scheming and the actual putting together of Eggman's wacky plans, because he does some wacky stuff. Like, he's insane. I think the most Eggman focus I've seen in a long time was Sonic Prime. And although it was weird and kind of gimmicky, like, I did enjoy kind of seeing like different sides of Eggman. So yeah. Number 3, oh, it's my girl. Yes, beloved character with a unique perspective. I have had millions of ideas, maybe not millions. I've had a lot of ideas for a Rouge the Bat game. Could you imagine Rouge, her spy adventures, Rouge's treasure hunting adventures? Like, there's so much that they can do. She worked briefly with Gun, kind of. I guess that was the whole spy thing. I don't remember off the top of my head, but like, yes, I would play this. I would pre-order this. I would buy the deluxe edition. Yes. I just love Rouge. I would love to see it. Rouge is my favorite. Yes, ma'am. Also, just a whole video game with just that much swag, that much riz, like just that much like charisma dripping all over the place. I feel like would just be so good. Like a fun action-based game, maybe even puzzle-based game as well. Oh, maybe kind of like something similar to like Tomb Raider, but with Rouge. She can fly, so it'll make it a lot easier. All right. And next is E123 Omega, an awesome character who demands a unique gameplay experience. Yes, we haven't really had that take on gameplay in a Sonic game since Sonic Adventure. I mean, technically we kind of had that style of gameplay incorporated in Adventure 2 with Eggman and with Tails. So they kind of like reused some of those things that they did in Sonic Adventure, but like we haven't had like a robot game. I don't know, even if they made him like a main thing in a game based on Shadow the Hedgehog, or even like a game with Rouge the Bat, I think that would be cool too. But either way, I think that's a really good idea. And our last one is me. I knew it was gonna be Amy. One of Sonic's best friends has been without a game for too long. Yo, after getting a dose of an Amy stage in Sonic Superstars, I think it would be really cute to see an Amy game. That would be cool, and honestly, I think that would be the most reasonable spin-off game that we get, unless they do one of course, like Tails, Knuckles, obviously Shadow. This list is pretty legit. They did a really good job with this. So let's go ahead and filter through that list a little bit. The top 10 were Amy, number 1, Omega, number 2, Rouge, number 3, Eggman, number 4, Blaze, number 5, Tangle, number 6, Sage, number 7, Big the Cat, number 8, Cream the Rabbit, number 9, and Chaos is number 10. So automatically, I would rule out Chaos, Big the Cat, and I'm gonna take Tangle out because I don't know this character very well personally. And I think as far as this list goes, that would be the only ones that I take off. But what would I replace it with to make 10? One person I would slot in would be Tikal. We were talking about a Chaos game, and I think it would be cool to have a Tikal game and go over that in-depth Chaos lore maybe hearing to Call talk to, I think her name was just grandma or grandmother, and grandmother has all these stories about things that happened in the past and the ancients and where the childs came from, and like actually get that dose of lore, but have a game focused on Tikal, because Tikal's a really good character. Next would be Emerald. He's been around for a really long time. He is the last Gizoid, at least as far as the games go. Again, I don't know a whole lot about the comics, so we're just sticking to the game lore. We could get a little bit of cameos from Sonic Battle, cameos from Sonic Chronicles, whatever they can actually give us, because like, you know, that's a little shaky. I think the final choice for me would be like a Metal Sonic game. But Metal Sonic has always been one of my favorite villain characters. I feel like Metal Sonic has just been taken down notches as time goes on. They make Metal Sonic less and less of an intimidating character. But I remember when I first played CD and first played against Metal Sonic, and like, that was just so cool. Or like Knuckles Chaotix, or any game that included him. We also saw references to other versions of Metal Sonic, as well as some that we didn't really know about, like in the background of some of the other games, like Sonic Adventure, if you go on Eggman ship. Ultimately, I feel like if they realistically did some spin-off games, they may not be one character focused. Like, I could see them doing a game with Rouge and Omega, or with Sage, Eggman, and Metal Sonic. There are quite a few characters that I think that they could make a full game about, and I would love to see stuff like that in the future. So guys, tell me, what Sonic character do you think deserves their own spin-off game? I want to thank Game Rant for allowing me to use their articles in my video. Anyway, look cute and stay cool.